Today's video is going to be a little bit more of a deep dive into Mosaic Crochet, specifically what kind of yarn you guys should be doing for Mosaic Crochet in general, as well as what specific kind of project you want to do with Mosaic Crochet. As you guys probably know already, I've done quite a few different Mosaic Crochet tutorials across the channel. I've got a whole playlist dedicated for it as well, but I've not really gone into the specifics such as what fibres I tend to use for certain projects and why. So I feel like this is just the perfect time just to give you guys a little bit more information as you guys have been starting off your Mosaic Crochet journeys as well. I'm Jessie of Crochet by Jessie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, and let's get into today's video. You guys, I have been crocheting for a very long time, and I've been doing Mosaic Crochet since about, I want to say 2020. I first picked it up during COVID because I just wanted to be a bit more challenged with crochet, and the second I found out Mosaic Crochet was a thing, I was hooked. And ever since then, I have been Mosaic crocheting most of my time. Every so often I have a break and make loads of star blankets with regular crochet, and you've probably, again, if you followed me on social media for a while, you would have seen my crazy 6-day star blanket phase where I made like numerous within the span of a couple months because it was just my fixation. But when I'm not doing stuff like that, it is always Mosaic Crochet for me. And over all of that time, I've also made loads of different types of Mosaic Crochet projects, whether it's been accessories and wearables or blankets. So I thought I would give you guys a rundown of what type of yarn I use for my projects and which specific yarn I use for which specific project and why, just to give you guys a little bit of a helping hand at deciding what you want to use for what kind of project and what result you want, just to make sure you do get the result you want instead of an entire Mosaic Crochet project that you spent a very long time working on and it didn't quite come out as you pictured. So first of all, we are going to talk about Mosaic Crochet blankets. That is where I really started my journey of Mosaic Crochet. I started off doing a pattern written by Tina, and then honestly, I did not even finish it because a little while into it, I realised I really got the hang of it and I wanted to start to design my own pieces. So I've never finished that piece, and I think I ended up using the yarn for other projects because I was so bad like that. But blankets was the start of Mosaic Crochet for me. And I started to learn very quickly what kind of fibre I wanted to work with and the reasoning for it. So first of all, standard double knit acrylic yarn is your best friend when it comes to Mosaic Crochet blankets. The reason for that is because it's really, really thick and warm and cozy, exactly the kind of qualities you want to have in a blanket. As well as that, it's not as expensive as other forms of fibre are because you can get some very expensive things out there. And I just think acrylic is just that nice, less expensive option, which still ends up with beautiful results. I'll give you guys a few photos here of my blankets that I use just using regular standard double knit, and yeah, they're absolutely great. Another reason why I think that using just standard double knit acrylic is also great for blankets is because of the hook size you can then use to go with it. Whenever I've worked with standard acrylic, I tend to use a 4 to a 4.5mm crochet hook, and that is perfect for some people because what I'm going to talk about with cotton later, I use a smaller crochet hook for that, and some people, they just can't get their head around smaller crochet hooks. 4mm is like the absolute smallest for them. So using this type of yarn to make a project like a blanket, you can use a 4mm, you can go up, you can go even higher, let's say if you've got like really tight tension in your stitches. I have used acrylic in different types of Mosaic Crochet projects, and I honestly, for the most part, except for a beanie that I made, I think it is best for blankets. I have tried to use it for a bag before and it worked up nicely, but I just feel like in hindsight, knowing what I know now, it's probably not something that I would choose to do again. Another type of yarn that I have also used for blankets, which had a very different effect, is Aran yarn. I don't typically work with Aran yarn, to be honest. I feel like unless I've got like a really specific idea in my head, it just doesn't really come to mind. I'm more of a acrylic, like standard acrylic double knit or cotton kind of person now. But this project worked up perfectly. This was my first ever Halloween related Mosaic Crochet blanket, which is this one here, the Haunted Halloween blanket. And I used, I believe it was the colour ivory and then just standard black yarn. And I used both of them in Aran yarn. It worked up lovely. It was really, really chunky, really warm. Exactly what I hoped for. Slightly weighted because of how thick it was. It obviously got a lot heavier. And again, I feel like if that's the kind of blanket vibe you want to go for, if you want a thicker set, heavier, slightly weighted blanket, then try Aran yarn. I believe I had to use a 5mm crochet hook. I did make this absolutely years ago, but something like that. But the joy is you can up your hook size quite a lot because you are working with Aran yarn, and it has a really nice result. So it's always something to consider trying out if you want to do a mosaic crochet piece and just have it be a little bit out there blanket wise. The next fibre that I'm going to be talking about is cotton yarn, which is what I have been specifically focusing on with mosaic crochet for the past few months, and there's a few reasons why. I have been working on mosaic crochet wearables, and I've been trying to tackle a few issues that I have had previously when trying to work with wearables and using acrylic yarn. What typically happened is I just found like the pieces weren't draping properly. I felt like I looked like a cardboard box where the entire piece felt very stiff and just not how I was picturing it to be. And because of that, for a very long time, I avoided mosaic crochet wearables because I just wasn't quite sure how to get past that and make the kind of piece that I wanted to make. And then earlier this year, I tried it out with superfine cotton for the first time, and the results were game-changing for me. Ever since then, I have made so many wearables. I've even done jumper wearables, which is something I never thought I would have been able to do because I always thought it would be super bulky, super heavy. I've had loads of people ask, is your jumper bulky that I've just recently done? How much does it weigh? Is it really heavy? It must be. And it is not, and it's because of using such thin cotton yarn. Cotton is perfect when it comes to wearables because it's letting you breathe easier and it's not retaining the heat quite as much, but it also keeps its shape really, really nice in comparison to other yarns such as acrylic. I also found that aesthetically it works really nicely with mosaic crochet, especially the type of cotton I use, because I use a lot of Hobbies branded cotton. I feel like it just looks really defined and really specific, and I've had lots of people ask if I'm making knitted jumpers, which is a really big compliment because I feel like not a lot of crochet jumpers out there have that same kind of effect, if you guys get what I mean. So that's what I kind of was aiming for with these jumpers. And I've got more than one in the works. I will show you guys one that I am working on. It's still a whip. Just to give you guys an example of a mosaic crochet wearable using thin cotton, you will see, first of all, this is not a gappy piece at all. It's not going to be airy or holey or anything. It's not going to let a draft in. It is very nice and thin. It's moving lovely. It's not stiff and rigid at all. And it is also extremely detailed, which is what I was aiming for when it comes to mosaic crochet wearables. I want them to look complex, detailed, intricate, but then also be movable like this is and keep you warm without overheating. So it's not gappy, but it's also not crazily thick at the same time. But yeah, I just feel like doing cotton yarn, it means I'm using a smaller crochet hook. I'm using a 3.5. It means I can make my work more intricate while still keeping it thin, having it drape properly, having it not be too heavy. It then keeps its shape. The benefits, there are just so many benefits when it comes to using cotton for mosaic wearables. As well as that, I would also extend using cotton to also making bags, purely because I feel like cotton retains its shape a lot more, it doesn't stretch as much, and so I feel like it's better to use cotton when making bags in comparison to acrylic, which I have used previously before I found out how amazing cotton was for mosaic crochet. So I feel like it has a better result appearance wise. It does look that little bit sleeker, it isn't going to stretch, you'll be able to use it more often, it will keep its shape. So again, there are loads of benefits with using cotton for bags. I know I've said use cotton for mosaic crochet wearables, but I do think that it does slightly change when it comes to accessories such as scarves and beanies, because the whole point of them is they are meant to be a bit thicker and chunkier and they are meant to retain heat. So acrylic is perfect for them. But when it comes to jumpers, unless you're using a really fine wool, the key thing is it needs to be a very fine yarn. I tend to stay with cotton purely because I don't want to overheat. I want to wear a jumper that's going to keep me warm but not make me too warm, so I have to take it off. But for some of you guys who prefer thicker pieces, then definitely try different types of yarn. Just make sure it's very fine. I use weight 1 super fine cotton and that's had the perfect results. So if you can find an equivalent to that in a different type of fibre, then go for it, because at the end of the day, it is the overall thickness and the drape and the overall weight of the piece that I'm most concerned with. And I feel like that's not going to be an issue if you're using very fine alternate fibres. It didn't sound right the first time, but maybe it was. I hope this video has just helped you guys get a bit more of an idea of what kind of fibre you want to use for what mosaic crochet project and why. And let me know if you have done this in previous projects already in the comments below. I'd be really curious to see if you had any issues personally with maybe using a chunkier yarn for clothing or a maybe a yarn that was too thin for a blanket, so that didn't go well, and what you ended up doing instead of it and why. I'm definitely going to keep doing some more kind of mosaic crochet teaching with specific kind of topics in mind on here, because I've done a lot of tutorials, but I want to do some more talk throughs and just give you guys all the information to be absolute pros at mosaic crochet by the time you're done going through the playlist. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and if you don't want to miss out on any more of my videos, then do consider subscribing if you haven't already. With all of that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!